Okay, what are we doing here? So the first thing I want to do is expand my research room a bit here and also turn it into a bigger, nicer hospital. The one right by the rec room is just not doing it for me. Okay, I haven't been able to convert locale, which is a problem because my colony is not set up for people who don't want to eat mushrooms or want to sit in chairs. So I'm going to have to imprison and convert him, which is a much more effective method. Non-traditional exchange. 29 torture crowns. Well, we can certainly make those. In exchange, we get plasteel plate armor. Advanced 16 advanced components, though. That's interesting. Oh, we can make these out of wood? Fucking fantastic. Yeah, let's make a shit ton out of wood. Carver. Use work drive on tail. We need some serious wood. Kind of surprised this is working. Let's research the multi-analyzer, since that's using research to buy more research, which I'm always a fan of. And the new lab/hospital is done already. I honestly expected it to take longer than it did. While we're at it, let's also start building a proper kill box. Since we're going on a trade expedition anyway, I'm going to have Stanley mine out some gold and make a small sculpture out of it. I haven't used the gold for inspired sculptures because the added market value from quality is capped, so a legendary large jade sculpture is worth 5 times a normal one, but a legendary small golden sculpture is only worth about 60% more. In retrospect, I still would have made more money, so I should have done it anyway, but Okay, that's sufficient. Oh, and we'll never do hauling. Well, fuck you. But that's fine. I think we can kind of gimmick that. Where are you planning on getting the gold from there, boy? You're gonna oh man. Okay, you're gonna take 19 from here and then you're gonna go all the way back. Alright. Very efficient. Thank you, Stanley. Take torture crown. How many do we have? 29. Excellent. Okay. World. We're gonna form a caravan. And items. Things that I want to sell. All of the torture crowns. The golden sculpture, which is worth an absolute shit ton. And I think that's it. Alright, so the shooting gallery is mined out. I'm going to add in the trap corridor and a little staging area for any that I still want to melee block. Alright. Fulfill trade offer. Confirm. Yep. You got 29 wooden torture crowns, and we get 16 incredibly expensive advanced components. Sounds fair. Sounds fair. Do I want a minigun? Yes. Yes, I do. And get this, buy a shit ton of herbal medicine, and some more components. Siege the colony. Okay, let's see. What do you got? Chain shotgun, scary. There it is. Hey, tail. Why don't you go equip the minigun? Let's go have some fun here. Alright, and let's begin. So, we're just choosing who to kill here. This guy looks good, why not? I'm trying to move my melee pawns up and distract the enemy while not putting myself in too much fire. Stanley's shield is already gone, but that's fine. And, let's see, Sam is getting gang-banged by these shotgunners here, but he's fine. Maker and Barracuda have already gone down. That's okay. Neither of them are in any critical danger. And we are now just wrapped up. Okay, fantastic. Oh, that could have gone worse. Okay, let's see. No bleeding, no bleeding, no bleeding, no bleeding, no bleeding, no bleeding. Okay, everybody survives. That's the good news. Anything new cut off? Nothing for tail. Carver's completely fine. Let's see. Gunshot, but no brain damage to the head on Sin. Sin, we need to get you into a real helmet there, buddy. Stanley is fine as usual. Nothing's been cut off for you. Nothing new cut off for you. Nothing new cut off for you. Okay, solid. Well, that was painful, but survivable. Just, you know, the goal, I guess, so. Okay, Luro has been converted. Which one is he again? He's our planter. Okay, so then he's the one that we are enslaving, because we can do a little bit of juggling. Okay. Can I name Luro? No, because he's not part of my thing yet. Alright, I think it's time that we switch some of this up. Alright, so Tail is our huntress, hauler, and gunner extraordinaire. She's also a tough nudist thing. I've forgotten that she's tough. We're gonna call her Buck, because she likes to be buck naked and she spends a lot of time hunting deer. Sin is our moral guide. Actually, I like that. Stanley. So Stanley is tough, and he has so far nothing cut off, despite the fact we've had him for quite a while. And we always put him in the front lines because he's a melee pawn. So we're going to call you Pretty Boy. Barracuda is responsible for all of our construction. Tortured Artist and Beautiful. Barracuda actually should be called Pretty Boy, but instead, I'm going to call you Beaver. And before you say beavers aren't a beautiful animal, fuck off. Maker is fine, and then Otis. We're going to call you Doc. Okay, we need at least one slave in the colony to keep my pawns happy, but it makes more sense for my farmer to be a slave than my doctor. So the plan is to enslave Luro and make Doc a full member of the community. And time to set up a little cover on this end of the kill box. And Doc just went on a slave rebellion. Okay, well, let's go. Luckily I was using Beaver for some accuracy testing, but I think I'm gonna actually have him equip some wood here. Just so that he doesn't, you know, cut the Doc to death. And that has resulted in him going down. I'm going to try and have to make... Nope. Okay, Maker can't get there either. That's okay. We've got other people here. Carver. Why don't you just shoot at him? Just fuck him. Wait, no, fuck. I've got real cover. Okay, yes. Go there. And let's see. Stanley, get there. And I don't give a fuck. Okay, I kind of give a fuck. Drop your weapon. And just punch him to unconsciousness, please. Carver, just rescue Beaver. We probably shouldn't kill our doctor as much as I want to. There it is. Jesus fuck. See, this right here, this is why I don't want my doctor to be a slave. These slave uprisings are such a pain. See, slave rebellions are why I don't think slaves are worth it in this game. For the record, I don't think slaves are worth it in real life either, but for, you know. But, that being said, Luro. Okay. Forswear this, right? And where is... Forswear the collar, so that your suppression never fails. You're also going to equip this LMG for me. Thank you. Right, Luro, you are just going to do basically just plant work. Plant work, hauling, cleaning, and then nothing else, really. Alright, and Luro... Let's see... Fast learner, masochist... You know, it's a shame, because I think you would make a perfect full addition to this team, but we need at least one slave, so... And also, you're pretty happy with the collar and the body strap. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that, but only a little. Let's call you... Good field worker. You're pretty happy with the fact that you're a slave. I feel like making a nickname out of that is going to get me hella cancelled, though, so let's not... You're a plant worker and you're a fast learner, so let's call you botanist, because you're smart and you like plants. Actually, you know what's even better than botanist for you? Since you're also a masochist, let's just call you bot. Either a botanist or, you know, bottom. So, I could do slave suppression the normal way, like a fool. Okay, bot, I know this is for your own good, but can you not moan while we're beating you? He's just writhing now. And Noelbo is joined! Thank the dark gods. Okay. Okay, so Noelbo is going to learn crafting at the same rate as Maker, but great memory means that his skill is going to decay at half the rate. At the higher skill levels, skill decay becomes a real problem, so this is actually a fantastic trait when we get there. It's just going to take a lot of training first. Now, Noelbo, I'm going to rename you. Let's see, animals and crafting. You're very similar to Maker, aren't you? You're good with melee, crafting, artistics. Let's just call you Handsy. And animal handling. So yeah, Handsy. Perfect. So the ideology expansion added capes, and they're useful for ideologian stuff, I guess, but I like them because they take a lot of work to make, which is perfect for training. Experience isn't based on output, it's just based on time spent working. So in order to give Handsy plenty of training, we're going to have him making capes. On an electric tailoring bench with no electricity, that we put outside, in the dark. Welcome to the team! Okay, Doc is now an official member of the community. Very nice, very nice. Ah, yes, the summer. Wonderful -17 degrees. Oh, come on. Mech cluster and the EMI dynamo. Alright, this is like non-optional. We gotta deal with this immediately, basically. I'm gonna skip you the half hour I spent on this. So far as your pack animals are concerned, a combination of barricades and walls is an impassable object for the purposes of getting off the map in a caravan. So we're just gonna move this door here. Form caravan, go, send. Okay, there it is. We should be able to get the EMI field before most of our food spoils. Okay, here we go. Alright, what do we got? A single pikeman and a uranium slug turret. Well, nobody said it was necessarily going to be difficult. And oh my god, it appears to be sleeping. Alright, so let's have the melee guys attack the pikemen. And that's that. Head out, just avoid any explosions. And just take out this mini slugger. Boom. Alright, no explosion. Easy, easy. And this is also going to count as a raid. Beaver took a few bruises, nothing major. These things don't usually blow up, but also, like, why bother? And... whoa, see? Oh boy, am I glad that I didn't attack that inside. Oh man. Oh, because no one's feeding them. What about Doctor? There it is. Hey, Hansy, how you doing on crafting? Still doing it! Hey, some more mares, eh? Might as well. Nice. Another jade meteorite. Well, just when I thought we might not be able to sell ludicrously expensive statues. Yeah, you see this deterioration right here? This is where Hansy is going to come in use. Great memory means that he's going to be losing these at half the pace. Looks like they want to use sappers. Of course they do. Alright, well, let's get everyone except actually for Doc. I guess probably a good idea for our doctor to not be involved. Yeah, good job there, buddy. You're doing great. Great job sapping. Fuck, this is like those people that just want to use their degree. Yeah, come on in, guys. Alright, and here we go. So this isn't much worse than my actual kill box, so I'm not too worried about this. We're doing pretty well, actually. I don't know if it's worth it to try and maneuver around this shield or just shoot through it, but I think we're at the end now, so it doesn't, and yeah, we're done. No outright survivors. Okay, well, that's too bad. Actually, fucking see? Look at this shit. What a douche move. This is why we're killing you as you run, in case you were wondering. Ugh, lame. Locale, finally. Oh, there it is. Interestingly, you can simultaneously have a -3 for eating cooked fungus and a +3 for eating cooked fungus. Huh, okay. Great, now you should be easy to convert. Come on, Locale. You know you want to do it. You know you want to, yeah. Good boy. Alright. So let's see. You're not very affected by psychic events, but you're also driven to work hard because of the voices inside your head. So I guess you're more inwardly focused than externally. You're like, you know what? So that kind of reminds me. Alright, so then in that case, I'm going to call you Beautiful Mind. But unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to fit. Yeah, see, it just goes to beautiful. We've already got, like, pretty boy and stuff, so I think instead we're just going to shorten it to BM. Like that, BM? Yeah, you do. Come on. You can do it, buddy. No. Whoa! Oh, okay. Well. You can probably do this, right? Yeah! Nice! Right back to it. Attaboy. Alright, let's fill in this hole. Wait, actually, we needed a side entrance anyway. Thanks for doing the mining for me, breachers. Toxic fallout. Everybody goes inside. Hey, combat supplier, eh? Oh, a good quality minigun. That's nice. Marine armor, fuck to the yes. Pretty. Go from forced recon armor to forced marine armor. You have my blessing. Why can't I queue this? Oh, because I'm not pressing shift. That'll do it. Prison break, huh? Okay. Let's unleash the grizzly bear. How you doing there, buddy? Feeling good? Feeling good about your decision? To try and break out of the prison guarded by a grizzly bear? Okay, and there we are. What's BM doing? Intellectual up to 3. Okay. Let's see. What's your research speed? 53%. Well, not exactly up to Carver's level yet. 134%, but hey, that global work speed bonus is not bad. Yep. 124% global work speed. I know that doesn't sound like much, but unfortunately my ideologian gives me a negative 16. So 124 is actually a lot better. Most of my guys are walking around with a global work speed of 84%. Like bot has a global work speed, because you're a slave of 57%. Jesus. Good thing you love plants so much. Oh, toxic fallout ended at some point. Okay. Attacking immediately. Intend to breach my walls. Oh, big surprise. They're breachers. So different from the 18 other people. Alright, well if they're coming from here, they're probably going to try and come through here. So I think what we should do then... yeah, as usual. Great job. Alright, so I'm going to send BM in to try and kite them out over here just to track them to this nice defensible position. But he's getting fired at, and... oh, yep, he's down. Okay, well, let's just move up, I guess. We're going to just take him from behind. Cover's not as good, but we'll see what we can find. They do appear to be distracted, which is beneficial to us. I'm going to have, again, as usual, the melee guys just kind of go out here and try and attract some fire. I don't want to actually put them right next to these guys, because the miniguns, I think at this range, actually pose at least as much danger to my allies as to my enemies, or feel that way. BM's mostly doing fine, by the way. I'm just kind of picking and choosing my targets. Also, Maker should have been shredded by friendly fire in that volley, but they survived. Yeah, looks like we're doing okay. The Fraggers... oh, Doc was trying to rescue BM, but going the wrong way, so I had to forbid that door. The Fraggers are just completely dedicated to trying to continue through the mountain. They, what, tunneled to my kill box? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just kind of mopping up now. There it is. And they're fleeing. Well, oh, come on, don't do it that way. I mean, that is admittedly, like, the way you'd want to go, but still, come on. Also, Doc, I don't know, why do you want to go there? Oh, because you're trying to clean dirt. Yeah, that tracks. How about you rescue BM? I want to tell you to do your job or anything. Okay, you're gonna run off. Alright, good. Thanks for coming out. Visitor, a few items to trade. Sure, come on in. Manhunting red foxes. Oh. Oh. Dear, you're gonna want to hurry. Well, good news is, any corpses that aren't rotten are going to yield some very nice fox fur, which, as you can imagine, is actually worth a fair bit of money. You know, I think one thing that gets in the minigun's way is how rare it actually gets to fire. It has a long wind-up. Half the time, by the time they're firing, whatever they're shooting at has died. Alright, well, got some fox fur anyway. Yes, finally! Multi-analyzer is in, biosculpting is next. Another manhunting pack of grizzly bears. Well, that is significantly more problematic, isn't it? We can take it, right? You can totally take this. Yeah, yeah. There'll be less of them. The gunners will be able to do their thing. Yeah, this is a good idea. This is a great idea. Oh boy, it's a lot of stab scars. This is going pretty well. In fact, it's going so well, it's making me think that the grizzly bear army plan I had might not be as effective as I'd hoped. And again, I suppose our enemies won't usually be attacking us with like monoswords and miniguns, but still. Well, the corpses that aren't diseased will make some nice food and clothing. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so we've reached the end of the video. And something I've wanted to do for a while now is to just have these little bits at the end where I spend a few minutes talking about my process. The way I figure it, if you're watching this right now, then you're one of two kinds of people. Either one, you watched a future series of mine where I actually have viewers, and you're like, oh, I wonder what this guy's early stuff was like. In which case, you'll probably appreciate it. I mean, if you got through the first episode, I don't know why you're here, but it's not for quality. Or two, you are my girlfriend, who I very much appreciate the fact that she is listening through to all of these. Yeah, so in either case, you probably will find these little snippets to be worthwhile, and it's stuff that I want to talk about. So, yeah. The big obvious difference between this episode and the previous episodes is the length. I have been playing around with the length of the videos on each episode. For the past couple episodes, I was aiming for about 30 minutes. Now I'm going to be aiming for about 20, and the reason is because to get a 30-minute episode out, I need to spend basically all of my free time editing. And the thing is, I don't mind doing that. I actually enjoy the editing, weirdly enough. That might change in the future, but for now it's fun. My main issue is that if anything takes up the rest of my free time, like social events come up, then I find myself hitting deadlines really quick and just falling behind schedule. So hopefully removing about 33% of the work is going to give me more leeway and also give me more time to gild any lilies and spend more time just like focusing, you know? There's definitely times when I'm like, fuck, there's probably a better way to do this, but I just need to get this video out. That doesn't feel like a smart way to go for what is essentially a practice series. So yeah, I don't want this to go on too long, but in terms of actual mechanics that came up during this gameplay, I'd say slavery is obviously the big one. The problem Rimworld and other games have with implementing slavery systems is that your normal colonists are already basically slaves. In the real world, the main benefit of slavery isn't that you don't have to pay them, it's that you don't need to attract them. You can just grab some people and force them to do whatever you want. You don't need to worry about them denying work or wanting a career change, and that's how pawns already work. Most of our pawns are literally prisoners that we Stockholm syndromed into joining our colony, and then they're actually less problematic than slaves are right now, because slave uprisings are more common than murderous rampages or whatever. Especially with a reduced work speed, the fact we don't need to give them recreation just doesn't compensate for the fact that they will occasionally pick up a gun and try to shoot our colonists. But yeah, that's the episode, and if you're still here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week.